if you knew you could, wouldn't you want to work out every day? I'm talking about in a way where you can go, you're not sore the next time you come in, or maybe even if you are sore, but you knew that you wouldn't get hurt, or that the training that you were doing, it wasn't going to cause you any further harm. Matter of fact, it would make you better. Well, you see me, I'm a freak. I'm a crazy person. Working out is my bread and butter. That's what gives me sanity. That's what gives me clarity. And, it's weird. If I could be going a few days without going to the gym and I already don't, feel good about myself. Most people are like, yo, take a break. You need to let your body heal. You need to let your body rest. In some aspects, that's true, but not in the way that you're probably thinking. To put it better, I think your body's just getting tired of monotony, and your body getting, stuck, sore, stiff is a sign that old movement patterns are being practiced too much. A great example of this is following the same, workout scheme for like too many months. You go, there's a workout periodization where most people do. It's either the bro split or total body workout or push pull legs, and then you might go work out for about 3 to 4 weeks, take a deload, again rinse repeat, and all of a sudden you wonder why you're hitting plateaus. The thing is, you don't need to stop working out, and you don't have to hit a plateau. What you need is a new workout stimulus that works out the same principles but in a different manner. So with that being said, what we really need to do is allow ourselves to test things out, make mistakes, and keep going. And see, we gotta also understand that when you go to the gym, you're gonna get weaker. When you go to exercise, you're gonna get weaker. But under what context? That's what we gotta focus on. But you can catch some. And the main analogy I'm coming out with this is finding this technique to be able to work out as much as you want to is going to take some self-discovery. It's going to be necessary that you take risks. Why? Because you need to understand that you're the only person that knows your body. You're the only person living in it, right? And as we all know about life is about continuous testing, trial and error. The test never stops. And the mistake that a lot of people make is thinking that, my age is a determining factor for my athletic level, my strength level in the gym, all that stuff. I'd sit here and tell you I was lying if I'm way more athletic now. I'm 24. I'm way more athletic now than I was, I'd say, probably 2019, 2018. And at that point, I thought I was at my prime. And if you really think about it, it actually could have been. It could have been if I let it. And even more, it should have been. Especially considering the fact that in about 2018, that's when I had almost a third grade tear on my hip flexor. And I thought I hit a plateau I couldn't get over. That was until I got a mentor, a movement mentor. Taught me how to move properly, taught me the principles of movement and the core foundation that we should all be using when we train. And that's called proprioception. Proprioception is our body's awareness of where it is in space. So the best examples I have of this are, basketball players, soccer players, baseball players, and football players. And then of course we got tons of other sports, but those are the most popular. And in those sports, we see these athletes doing crazy stuff. People going up to dunk. People at Ant Edwards look like they're floating. Michael Jordan, floater, going crazy. Tyreek Hill, mad fast. Odell Beckham, you know what I'm saying? So graceful with his movements, you know what I'm saying? Like the way he was able to catch the football in space, to catch it, come back to play, make a move. You can't do that without having an understanding what your body's doing and how it moves. But these abilities can be capped out if we're not taking proper steps to make sure that we understand how we've gained these proprioceptive abilities, and how we can improve upon them. And all this requires a particular focus, and having an understanding of this arena, a field of knowledge, is what's going to allow people to feel them as if they can be themselves when they're training. Older people, or people who used to play sports, not playing sports anymore, you can regain these qualities. It's very important to remember that. And the main reason why I'm saying this is because I've gone through it. I've had, it was a very dark time in my life. I was depressed and I wasn't getting out of bed at all. What I experienced was muscle atrophy. I was laying on my bed for so long that, I wasn't using my muscles. And your muscles can lose sensation and they die, thus atrophy. And at that time, I didn't think I could ever get my strength back or my ability to run back. I was walking like I was like an old man, you know what I'm saying? Walk around like an old man. I'm out here 21, you know what I'm saying? It was definitely not fun. And funny enough, I thought I had some kind of medical issue, and then I got luckily, saying blessed with resources from my family. I was able to get a CAT scan, and funny enough, they figured out nothing was wrong. Nothing was wrong with me, but I didn't feel like I could move my body. But as soon as they told me, oh, there's nothing wrong, I'm like, whoa. So I can do something about my situation, and I'm not stuck. That was a lot of that was big news to me. And what I did was I immediately started getting back to training, and I found a lot of different ways to train, but it doesn't stop there. I had gotten my first speed coach, and I learned how the importance of training barefoot, and then I got, figured out all these different things, and at the time, I was getting all these new abilities, things I didn't understand, but I still thought there was a cap. On how fast I could go. I believed and I knew I wanted to go faster, but I definitely believed that there was still a cap on my abilities at the time. You win some, you lose some. But I read a book, or I didn't read the whole thing, but I read a portion of a book. It's called Like Water by Bruce Lee's daughter. And what, Bruce Lee went through something, and he's kind of like me, very obsessive over his craft, wanting to get better. And his master, his sensei, told him, yo, like, you need to stop training, you need to take a break. Don't want to bother anybody, but they be on my ass at the gym sometimes for recording, but I still record anyways. He got angry. He got angry about the fact that his sensei was telling him, yo, like, you need to go take a break. What would be the meaning of this? I want to train. And that's my issue sometimes. I want to train. but my reason for training was kind of misguided. You know, I was a little bit impatient. And where Bruce Lee found himself, he was on a boat trying to relax, just sailing through the water, and eventually, you know, he got angry. The frustration came back, and he found himself punching the water. He punched it again, and you realize, like, yo, what am I doing? I'm punching water? Like, what am I gonna do? And the reason why I bring this up is sometimes, or a lot of times, we get frustrated at ourselves, and we can't comprehend why we feel so stuck in life, why we feel so stuck in our progression, why we feel so stuck in our program. It's because we're fighting ourselves in the process, as opposed to taking a step back and seeing, you know, what the real issue is. And in our context for working out, is it that we're working out too much and we need a break? Or is it that we're repeating a repetitive system that isn't giving me constant gains? Constant gains should feel good. It shouldn't feel like we have to grind for all of them. I mean, you do have to work hard, but eventually you want to get in that hot spot where improving, you know, becomes like second nature.